Hey, Mark here from Thrifty Gaming. I'm doing a quick army showcase of my Deathwatch Space Marines. I finished painting them about a month ago, but finally got around to making this video. Just first off, they are all magnetized. Well, not everything, but just the arms, of course. As you can see, I use the 3x1 neodymium magnets, and there you have it. You just use a little pin vise, and you can just screw out the plastic, and you put the magnet in there, and use some super glue, and you're good to go. Now, while building these, they definitely took a lot longer than my other units I've had to paint, just because of the different chapters and the different colors that they use for each one, which can kind of take more time. Plus, the color black takes much longer to paint than you'd think, just for the sake of, and unfortunately you can't even really tell, but you have to highlight every little edge just to make it stand out whenever you're playing with it. Otherwise it just looked like a black hole and it looked unfinished. But while building them, I also try to make them a little more thematic. So for example, here's some Iron Hands, and I gave them the Stalker pattern bolt gun, and I even actually had some old school Iron Hand legs they're actually fine cast, but they look pretty good. And I kind of went around and did that. Like gave the Salamanders and the Blood Angels the Infernus heavy flamers, and then of course I got the Black Templars and the Imperial Fist to have the frag cannons, and White Scars on the bike, and the Raven Guard, I put them on the Assault, or I guess the Vanguard Marine. Now I wish I had Lightning Fists, or Lightning Claws, sorry, but I didn't have them, so I ended up having to use this Thunderhammer. And honestly, if one of you guys can tell me if there's a particular paint scheme that's supposed to be on the shoulder pad, let me know, because I don't know. So I just painted it purple and green, which are colors I haven't really used much on these, so I thought I'd mix it up a little bit. But yep, on this Terminator I also magnetized the missile launcher and both the arms as well. And I'm dropping it on the ground. There we go. But he passes the shake test. So that's whenever you know your magnets are good enough. Nothing goes flying off. And of course, for Ultramarines, I had to put them on the Watch Captain. Now this is the old, not really old, but the Artemis model. But I did some modifications. I'm not a fan of exposed heads, so I, of course, ripped it out, and then I glued in the one from the Deathwatch sprue. And then actually this little Melta guy is actually magnetized too. He used a little 2x1 magnet right there, so I can switch it out if I ever need to. And then in the Watch Master, he is not magnetized. I just kind of, because there's no alternate weapons to put on them. But I did change out, I removed the servo skull on top, and I changed out the exposed head as well, using one of the heads from the Deathwatch. I did have to cut the Mohawk look so it actually fit in there, which was kind of a pain, but it turned out alright. You know, just kind of lots of black and red is kind of the main theme of the army. Of course, their Deathwatch. And the one good thing about magnetizing is when painting their left arms, you can just really quickly paint it all silver and then do a wash on it, instead of having to worry about it getting over onto the main torso or anything like that. But anyway, this is my Deathwatch army. I've been trying to use it for some kill team battles as well as in some larger battles, and it's been fun to play with them. They've been great. Anyway, if you enjoyed this video, please subscribe and have a good one.